She knows how to use her body and get to her spots, of being able to affect that defense.
Clark is coming off a masterful night and starts us off strong here from Indianapolis with a 3-ball.
Man, just poised. She knows the screen is coming. She waits. She sets.
Baseline. It knocked off the underside of the backboard. Did a nice job to recover. It bounces inside. Pretty fine to Mitchell. Her on the triple.
And we're going to expect a big night here for Cunningham. She does a good job stepping in when she needs to.
Clark, she's putting on a show here in the early going.
Man, you know what? They usually tell you not to do a bounce pass through the lane there, but of course, she finds a way to make it look pretty. She's not afraid.
Mitchell off the screen, catch and shoot, knocks it down.
And it's looking away, getting the defense to Mitchell.
Griner on Boston. It should be a fun matchup here tonight. A couple of all-stars and the Olympian gets that one to go. Brittany Griner.
That's a huge challenge. She takes it well.
Mitchell pulls down the rebound, putting on the moves underneath. Griner stick right with her. Mitchell launches. Just a couple threes on that possession. But Smith with the rebound and the stick back.
Talk about a highlight tape.
It's in that competitive fire. Taurasi, the league's all-time leading scorer, and by a wide margin. Here is Copper lining up and knocking down a three.
To be well aware of where Copper's at.
Clark bouncing. Boston finds some space and knocks it down. This is where Caitlin Clark wants to play faster. Oh, she finds a cutting Boston, and the vision from Clark. She's got 5 assists in pace of play for the reasoning behind her assists, which have been in the double-digit range here for 4 straight. Clark bouncing. There's Mitchell. Give her 6 assists in less than 7 minutes.
I mean, what do you do right now? Doing a good job, but being able to pressure and stop everyone, they have to be able to find an answer.
Allen with the left hand and scoops it in. Nice shot there for Rebecca Allen. Also played with Christy Wallace on Team Australia. But this Indiana offense is playing with some serious pace, and Clark has 7 assists in the first quarter.
It's almost like they know exactly where.
See Hole on the drive, lost the handle. Oh, and there's Samuelson to take it right away, and Samuelson lays it in.
It's a better move there. She was able to read. Nice little stop and go, putting on the brakes. That's where those react to battle back, really control it on the defensive end, and be there with that energy is really going to help them.
Griner ducks in and banks it home. Smith steps into a 3 and she knocks it down.
Just making it too easy.
It's that balance for Indiana between wanting to play fast but not out of control as it turns into points for the Mercury.
Yeah, I had an old coach back in high school call it organized chaos, meaning being able to play fast but under control.
And here's Clark, who lays it in on the other end. Caitlin Clark has 7 points. Early action here, in fact. Well, this just shows you, Bria, how short-handed Phoenix is right now. Celeste Taylor was signed about 6 hours ago, and she's playing meaningful. Wengertsman motion her toward the bench. There's good hands by Boston as Clark comes up with the steal. Clark lobs it ahead. Boston puts on the brakes. Boston deeper. She got into some foul trouble. Never really able to get into the flow of the game as Mack off good ball movement. About any guard in this league here over the last few weeks. Copper pulls up and knocks it down. Indiana has made it a point to try to establish Boston here as Boston gets inside.
Just waiting to make the move, and honestly,
Cloud, it's really profound. She gets everything organized. Phoenix doesn't have that right now as Clark comes up with the turnover. Clark bounces.
Fortunately, that one came up off, but being able to go, knowing that you did exactly what you can, and get another steal here by the Fever. Their defense is great.
This time it's Boston who feeds to Alyssa Smith. And knocks down a 3. Big shot there by Sophie Cunningham. And then off of the make, look at Clark just running the floor, gets right to the rim. Find her fingerprints all over this game here, Bria, off the made bucket through all 5 Phoenix defenders.
I mean,
Clark working on Cunningham, gets inside. Clark gets it to go, and the foul. Clark into double digits.
well, you can't fall near the three-point line, and that's way too late with a caliber player like herself. You have to be able to go capable of making.
Copper wide open in the corner and splashes home a 3. 11. Samuelson back for Boston, and Boston from the mid-range knocks it down. Mitchell going back door. This time it's Boston with the feed and an end run.
It is electric in here right now, Pat. Being able to play, they want to push. What a great bounce pass there by, I thought it was Caitlin Clark, but it was Aaliyah ball.
Both under 30% from 3. Clark bouncing, Boston charging to the rim and finishing.
It's going to get ugly real quick, and they have to be able to get a hold of that tempo if they have any chance of getting back into the game.
And this is just such a arduous mountain to try to climb. This many injuries. Now a 17-point deficit. Shot clock is off. The Fever can play for the final possession. Nobody picks up Clark, so she takes it in and lays it in. It's an and one for Caitlin Clark, who's putting together a first-half masterpiece.
It's like parting the Red Sea. Kelsey Mitchell sprints up for the guard-to-guard screen. And if they don't switch on her quick, Caitlin Clark is good enough to make it.